Welcome to CloudWorld. Firstly, I want to thank everybody for being here. It's a busy time, and it takes a lot of effort to be here at a conference in person. It's a very exciting time to be at Oracle, and it's a very exciting time to be a partner or a customer of Oracle technology. Oracle Cloud has changed considerably over the last several years, and I'm here today to talk about how you can get access to Oracle technology everywhere. When I talk to customers, everybody has a slight opinion or characterization of what they need out of a distributed cloud. The common patterns that we hear from customers today is they want multiple locations, everything from core metro areas to remote locations and even on-premises. They want central management systems to be able to manage all these capabilities in one location, and also to make sure that you get all the compliance checks, you get regulatory needs, while making sure that the performance is there that you need. So today, we're going to go through each of these capabilities and give you a perspective of how Oracle meets these needs. Starting with public cloud. We've been launching regions at a blistering pace. Considering back in 2016 when we launched our first region, we're now 41 regions live, with 8 more coming in the months. This means we've been building and launching OCI data centers and regions every single month since we started launching in 2016. Now, once you have all these capabilities, you need to be able to access all these features and applications and services across a wide range of destinations, along with specific requirements, such as a combination of different clouds, regulated markets, or even remote locations. Our customers have always told us they love Oracle technology. The world runs and stores their data on Oracle database. Our customers rely on Oracle to manage their data estates so they can store it, they can build upon it, they can monetize it, and they can learn from it. They need access to these capabilities in any cloud of their choice, and this is our multi-cloud strategy. Simply put, we want our customers to be able to access our entire suite of data services, even if they're not in OCI, and also to be able to use multiple clouds, including OCI, with seamless integration and interoperability. Well, what does this mean? Simply put, a good goal of a good multi-cloud platform means you should be able to run workloads in any cloud and any location of your choice. You should be able to modernize and use the best of breed from any cloud. You may want to use some services from OCI, but then you also may want to marry that with other services from other clouds. It should just work. All this falls apart if it's too complex to purchase and buy. Well, that means it should be very simple to purchase and consume these services across multiple clouds. Now, we've been working really hard to make sure clouds work well together, and we distill it down to 2 major areas: general purpose workloads that need to use multiple different clouds, and customers that have much more stringent requirements from an enterprise-grade standpoint, like Exadata or Oracle RAC. Over 5 years ago, we started our partnership with Microsoft, where we launched the Interconnect with 2 clouds connecting together, and you could allow customers to move data across OCI and Azure and vice versa. And this was meant for general purpose workloads. Fast forward to 2023, last year in December, we launched Oracle Database Services as a native capability of Azure. It's been an incredible journey and a successful partnership with Microsoft. We launched several new regions, along with many services and lots of new customers. To talk more about this, I'd like to welcome Brett Tanzer to the stage.
Thanks, Karan. It's incredible to be here with you again this year. You know, as you said, Microsoft and Oracle have had a long partnership. It's been 30 years that we've been supporting our common customers. 10 years of an active partnership in the cloud. It was back in 2013 when we first started to allow customers to run their Oracle software inside Azure with Oracle databases and WebLogic systems and Java applications. In 2019, we introduced the Oracle Interconnect from Microsoft Azure, and it's still available in 11 regions, allowing customers to build interconnected applications across the OCI and Azure clouds. And as you can see in the picture, last year, Satya Nadella and Larry Ellison announced Oracle Database at Azure, the first of its kind multi-cloud service that really has unblocked cloud adoption for many customers. Oracle Database at Azure really combines the best of both Microsoft and Oracle for our common customers. We've got Exadata infrastructure available in Azure Global Data Centers operated by Oracle. We've got 6 multi-zone regions live and 15 more on the way. We offer native integration into the Azure portal for easy consumption and billing, secure connectivity with minimal latency to all the rest of the services in Azure. And today, for the first time, I'm excited to announce the availability of Oracle Zero Data Loss Recovery Service, so customers have the industry-leading backup they need to marry with their Exadata infrastructure in Azure. I'm also really excited to announce the public offer for Autonomous Database that makes it possible for more developers to get started using Autonomous databases and start building applications around Oracle databases inside Azure. And all of this is available with the same SLA and support program that you would get if you were running in an Oracle data center. It's really exciting. Now, in our sessions this week at Oracle CloudWorld, you're going to hear from more than a dozen customers who've already started their journey on Oracle Database at Azure. Customers like John Rogers at MSCI, who talks about using Oracle Database at Azure to protect him from ransomware attacks, or customers like Kevin Fuller at Sanofi, who will use Oracle Database at Azure to standardize and modernize generations of Oracle applications using Autonomous Database. Or most recently, from Pedro Sardo at Vodafone, who's got a true multi-cloud offering and is going to move the majority of his estate to Azure while making sure that he's using other clouds to give his organization the agility that he needs. Jay Upchurch, the CIO at SAS, one of the leaders in analytics and AI solutions, he chose Oracle Database at Azure because it gives him the same price, performance, and reliability he was used to on-premise right in Azure data centers. And so these testimonials from customers who really find the value in Microsoft and Oracle working together to deliver this common solution just continue. We have learned so much over the last year about the unique and complex journey each of these customers is on, and what it takes to successfully migrate your Oracle database business to the cloud without interrupting day-to-day business. We're thrilled to help customers on the next step of their journey, which is really to modernize their applications once they move their data estates to the cloud and start to take advantage of analytics and AI. Today, I am thrilled to announce that Oracle Database at Azure customers have the ability to use the OCI Golden Gate service to integrate with Microsoft Fabric. Microsoft Fabric is our AI-powered data and analytics platform that allows customers to easily extract the value from their data in the cloud. And the combination of OCI's Golden Gate system, which gives high-performance transactional replication across the estate, is going to enable customers to connect all of those Oracle databases that they move to ODAA into Microsoft Fabric for further analysis and insights. Now let me show you how easy it's going to be to get that done. So today, for the purposes of this demo, I'm going to be a product manager at Contoso Sporting Goods Store, and we've already started to move to the cloud. As you can see right here in the portal, I can choose from Autonomous Databases if I want, which, as I said, now with the public offer, it's easier for customers to get started, even with small applications. Or I can decide to use the Oracle Exadata infrastructure and create new or migrate. I'm going to start with Exadata in our brand new Australian region that we just announced earlier next week. And you can see I can easily navigate to the database servers that contain the databases that I'm going to want to connect to Microsoft Fabric for further analysis. OCI Golden Gate makes it really easy to set up the replication schemes, the deployment mechanisms required to connect these databases and reliably move the data in between my Oracle data estate into Fabric for further analysis. Once I get all of that set up and I set up the replication jobs, it's over to Microsoft Fabric. Now, here I see the objects that have been replicated by Golden Gate. I can see the objects, the schema, and I can even drill into the data if I want to start doing analysis. So now that the data's there, I'm going to try and get something done. But unlike most of you, my SQL skills are pretty rusty. So I'm going to rely on Microsoft Copilot to help me generate the first query, what I want to do is I want to figure out which of the customers in my Oracle database have generated the most sales. I can just ask Copilot. It generates the necessary SQL. I insert it, I run it, and in about a second, it's going to tell me that Dora is the customer who has generated that, and I didn't have to dust off my SQL books. Now, I want to do something a little more sophisticated. I want to create a table that contains all of the customers ordered by revenue for the top 10 consumers over the last year. So again, I ask Copilot to modify the query. It generates the necessary SQL. I insert it and run it, and voila. Now I have a new table that's been created. It has all of my customers sorted by revenue, and I can do whatever I want on that without having to really go figure out how to build that myself. Now I want to do something a little more sophisticated, so I'm going to use Azure Power BI to build a report based on the semantic model that was automatically created when I connected my Oracle data, connected my data to ODIA. And in a matter of seconds, you see I have this report here that shows me a summary of the data, and I can start using Copilot to help inspect it. I ask Copilot to give me a summary of the data, and it tells me that baseball is selling more products, but cricket is selling more volume. I ask it what insights to explore, and it tells me Yokohama is the city that's generating significantly more revenue than something else, than other cities, so I can start to investigate. I can even do precision questioning into the model and discover things that aren't on the screen, like how much revenue did we make in Yokohama? Notice that I misspelled it, but because it's a natural language model, it correctly detects it and tells me that I made $4.6 million. I can ask what city had the lowest sales, even though it's not showing on the screen, and it's going to correctly tell me that Secunderabad is coming in at about $110. And I can ask it which country generated the least revenue over the last 12 months. It's going to run the query, and it's going to tell me that New Zealand is the company that's coming in with just $270 in the whole region. So maybe Karan, a native New Zealander, can help me with that. Can we go back to the previous slide? Or no, sorry, we're on the right slide. In addition to, so before we do that, how about all that data and AI power? It was really easy for us to get started, integrate with Golden Gate, and make it possible to start getting value out of that data. Now, in addition to extracting value out of data that's migrated to the cloud, security and compliance is top of mind for everyone at Microsoft. Security is at the core of everything we do and so crucial for most of our enterprise customers. I'm excited to announce today the preview support of Microsoft Sentinel with support for Oracle Database at Azure applications. So for the first time, customers are going to be able to detect cyber threats and take action across the full set of solutions built on Azure plus Oracle Database solutions at Azure. We've also extended our broad set of certifications to Oracle Database at Azure, so customers who are moving and need compliance capabilities can do that with their confidence that their entire application has the same same compliance certification as necessary. So all of that goodness is there, and everything I've talked about today is available in our Oracle Database at Azure regions for customers to start trying. Now that we have all these capabilities, we want to make sure that it's available everywhere customers need it. Today, as I mentioned, Oracle Database at Azure is generally available in 6 multi-zone regions, and having multi-zone capabilities is really important so customers can take advantage of golden, platinum, maximum availability architectures that Exadata is known for. We've got 9 more regions that we've been working on, and those are coming soon, and so we'll have capacity available in most geos before the end of the year. But I'm thrilled to announce 6 additional multi-zone regions today in some of our most populated areas based on customers' demand, including capacity coming to Western Europe and more capacity on the Eastern United States. So that's going to make sure that all of these capabilities are available wherever you want to migrate your Oracle Database applications to Azure. Excellent, thank you very much. In addition to those multi-zone regions, we're also adding more than 10 new disaster recovery only single zone regions. So customers who want to use the Silver MAA architecture or do disaster recovery within their locale, as is their practice, can do that. And so, you know, like, we are doubling down on this investment and making sure that no matter what you need to migrate your applications to the cloud, we'll have the capacity for you and you can get started soon. So that's it. 2024 has been an incredible year for Oracle customers at Microsoft, and we're really just getting started. If you want to learn more about Oracle Database at Azure, go visit any of the URLs on the screen, or make sure you contact your Microsoft or Oracle sales rep. Thank you very much, and good luck in Las Vegas.
Thank you. Thanks, Brett. It's incredibly encouraging to see customers adopt Oracle Database at Azure, and we're super excited that they have Autonomous Database, Exadata, and other database services available in well over 30 regions when all is said and done. So you can see more regions, more services, more happy customers that now can use the power of Oracle Database from within Azure. Our multi-cloud strategy is not just enabling partnerships like Microsoft, but it also extends to our investments in making sure that our services work extremely well on other clouds. We launched MySQL HateWave in late 2022, allowing customers access to running transaction processing, real-time analytics, and machine learning in one service with MySQL. We wanted to offer the world's most popular open source database to AWS customers. We've been getting incredibly positive feedback from customers such as Centroid, who scaled their analytics workloads on AWS, and Binome, who's a medical manufacturing device manufacturer who consolidated their data processing and analytics on AWS. Today, we also announced brand new MySQL HeatWave capabilities, such as GenAI, AutoML, and Lakehouse. All these capabilities are not just available to OCI customers, but they're also available to AWS customers. Fast forward to this year, where we announced our second major partnership with Google. We're super excited to bring Oracle Data Service capabilities to Google Cloud customers, opening up a wide range of new possibilities, such as marrying Oracle data with Gemini, or building applications that span the network interconnect for general-purpose workloads. And to talk more about it, I'd love to welcome Andy Goodsmith to the stage.
Great, thank you so much, Karan. So super happy to be here today. We're really excited about the partnership with Oracle. And this really gives us an opportunity to bring the best of Google Cloud and the best of Oracle together, so customers really have the right choice that they need to innovate. Now, before we talk about the partnership, I did want to talk a bit about Google Cloud for those who are not familiar, and why Google Cloud is actually quite different than a lot of the other clouds. First of all, you know, we have multiple billion user businesses. In fact, we actually have 6 businesses that are over 2 billion users. And so one of the things that Google had to do over the past 25 years is figure out how to build its own internal cloud that actually can meet the scale of these different businesses. So that included, you know, thinking about storage very differently, both from a performance, cost, and scalability perspective. How to think about data and AI to service all these businesses, and how to build a dependable infrastructure that is global in nature, that can really meet the most demanding workloads. And so what's been really exciting on the Google Cloud journey is we've had the opportunity to bring these innovations that we had to build for Google businesses and bring those to our enterprise customers. And I did want to just double click a bit on, okay, how is that actually really different? Like, what are the technical advantages that we have? So I'll just touch on a few things. You know, first of all, from a networking perspective, we actually manage the majority of our own fiber. We have over 2 million miles of fiber. That includes both terrestrial and subsea cables. Just to kind of talk about the order of magnitude, that is 10x over the next service provider behind us. And that means that we can deliver quality of service and latencies to our customers that are really unheard of on the backbone versus other cloud environments. You know, on security, our firewalls are 20 times, have 20 times better efficacy than firewalls, and other cloud providers. So security has really been one of the key areas of focus for us. For compute and storage, the only way to build these really scalable services was to think differently about compute and storage. And so at Google, all of compute and storage is completely disaggregated. We really don't have this notion internally of a server or a hard drive. It is completely disaggregated, and we can actually get from compute to storage, no matter where it sits, in microsecond latencies. Just to give you an example of what kind of alternative architectures look like, if you're running an analytics system on a different cloud, you'll typically go to blob storage because you can't manage that kind of cost, without using blob storage. Instead of microsecond latencies, those tend to be about 70 to 100 millisecond latencies. So what actually ends up happening is the way the systems are built, they need to start building them with caches. It becomes complicated. You have operational issues. You have more cost issues. You look at systems like that we've built, like BigQuery, we don't have to deal with that. We can basically just go and fetch as much data as we want in microsecond latencies. And so our ability to keep the cost low for our customers and keep the scale high and keep the performance high is just very, very different fundamentally. We're also an AI-first company. Sundar, our CEO, talked about being AI first back in 2015. And so all our businesses have AI infused into them. And so we've really had to innovate, for Google by building our own TPUs, our own hardware. We, of course, built our own foundation models. And, Gemini is a class of market-leading foundation models. But we also had to make sure that, we can keep costs down. So we also, with our distributed storage, are able to hydrate TPUs and GPUs much, much faster, which means we can actually increase the performance, but also decrease the cost for customers. So really, all these innovations that we foremost had to build for ourselves, we've been able to externalize now to enterprise customers. And so when you're using Google Cloud, you're truly getting a different architecture that gives you better performance, lower cost, better availability, better security. And so it's been really exciting with this partnership is that we're able to blend that best of Google innovation with the best of Oracle and Oracle data to really bring these two worlds together. Yesterday, we announced the general availability of Oracle Database at Google Cloud, and we're already launched in GA in 4 regions. Now, just to kind of double click on that, that includes both Oracle Exadata Database Service. It includes Oracle Autonomous Database. And so you'll both get the engineered systems, the cloud services, and that will also help you migrate more effectively, but then also supercharge your database and applications with Google's very differentiated data analytics and AI capabilities. Now, the 4 regions we're GA in are Ashburn, Frankfurt, London, and Salt Lake City. But we are planning to launch many, many more, at least 3 times more regions over the coming months across North America, LATAM, APAC, and EMEA. Now, we're also doing a lot of work to make it easy for customers to basically use our very differentiated data and AI capabilities, such as Vertex AI, our AI and ML platform, like Gemini, our foundation models, closely together with the Oracle data. And so with the low latency interconnects, with Oracle database also sitting within Google Cloud data centers, customers are going to really be able to innovate with their data and AI all brought together. We're also integrating our analytics capabilities, so systems like BigQuery and Looker, so that you can really get the most out of both analyzing your data and also moving that into a data lake architecture. Now, for example, Dun & Bradstreet, a global leader in business decisioning data and analytics, was really excited about this partnership because it gives them an opportunity to take their Oracle data, bring those massive data sets into Google Cloud with BigQuery and our AI capabilities, and deliver a lot more value and outcomes for their customers. Now, to just show you what this can look like, with some of the best of Google AI, with Oracle Database, and even one of our other billion user services, I'd like to welcome Gigi on stage to do a quick demo.
Pretty cool, eh? Well, my name is Gurmeet Goindi. I go by Gigi. And nothing is better than to show the power of this partnership by having a live demo. Yes, we are crazy. We are going to do a live demo right here on the screen. As some of you might know, Andy is a coffee connoisseur. And majority of our team always builds demos and applications which lets them find coffee really, really quickly. So we thought, let's start with a hypothetical coffee company, a growing startup, which will build all their business intelligence and databases on the autonomous database so that they can start small and grow as their business grows. So we installed this database right in Google Cloud in the Oracle database and Google Cloud offering. And what we did is, most of us, whoever looks for coffee, we do not talk to applications in PL SQL. We talk to them in natural language. And here comes the real power of the partnership, where we can get the world's most advanced foundational model, Gemini, interact with users, let users interact with the applications in natural language, and Gemini converts the natural language into, finds the semantic meaning in the natural language and converts these into vector embeddings. We use LangChain integration with Oracle 23AI to populate the database with the vector embeddings, and let users do a vector search all in real time, and all the developers need to know is SQL. All of this is happening through SQL, but they get the power of a fully powered natural language interface on top of the Oracle database. So let's see what's going on here. So let me introduce myself and see if this guy works. No, it doesn't. That's the beauty of all live demos. Let me refresh it. Maybe it works then. Yeah, voila. So that tells you the live demo. So my Gemini greets me and say, hey, Gigi, what are you looking for? So I'll act like Andy, and I'll say, recommend me a strong, smoky coffee. I don't even know what that means, but Andy knows what it is. Oh, it says midnight brew is the option that I need. So what's happening here is we take the question of recommend me a strong, smoky coffee, find the semantic meaning in that. That comes from the Gemini portion, create a vector embedding, and then do a simple lookup on my inventory table and the product catalog that you are very familiar with in an Oracle database with simple PL SQL. Now, let's take this one step further. Where can I find this? Now, this model is going back, looking at, it has full context. It knows I am Gigi. It knows where I am. It knows that I'm asking for a particular coffee model, and it's building all the data from the Oracle database and linking it to the app that we got. But here, the power of partnership becomes even better. With this partnership, not only you get a foundational models, Vertex AI, analytics that Andy was talking about, you get access to whole of Google. So here we are linking the information that's sent by the Oracle database of the location of the stores with Google Maps API, and easily showing the user where all they can find it. They can simply click the location they need to go to, and the very familiar Google Maps interface will give you directions to that place. All seamlessly working with full integration. That's where the power of partnership really shines. Back to you, Andy.
Great, thank you so much, Gigi. So he did expose me as a hobbyist barista. That is actually something I like doing at home. But what you saw in this demo is really that power of bringing the Oracle data together with our Gemini models, and then even some of our other services, such as Google Maps services. And so that really unlocks a huge amount of potential for you as you think about how to leverage the best of Google and the best of Oracle together. So as you can see, the future is here. We're in a multi-cloud era. And you can accelerate your cloud journey with this partnership. You can unlock the power of your data, and you can embrace AI with confidence. Thank you so much, and back to Karan.
Thank you. Thanks, Andy. Now, the exciting part of course, the partnership is that it's live today, right, as of yesterday. Customers can now use 11 interconnected regions to build new applications, migrate existing workloads to both clouds, allowing for seamless data movement across these regions. Additionally, the 4 new regions that allow you to get access to Oracle database services so you can marry your Oracle database workloads with your GCP investment. We have a lot more to share about our partnership with Google in the coming months across other areas as well, so keep a lookout for that. This is just a sliver of what we've been working on. More regions, more services, more customer adoption. It's been an incredible journey working with cloud partners to give customers a choice and flexibility they need to make their move to the cloud. Of course, we're not stopping there. You probably heard yesterday or looked at our earnings call yesterday, but we also announced our partnership with Amazon and AWS. I encourage you to go to Larry's keynote right after this, where you're going to hear from him and Matt Garman, CEO of AWS, to discuss more details about our partnership. Additionally, also from one of our customers, State Street, on how Multicloud is helping them move forward. We'll have a lot more to share about the availability of our partnership and regions with AWS in the coming months. As I shared earlier, customers not only want these capabilities in all cloud providers of their choice, but they also want these capabilities in their own data center. For those customers, we've invested very heavily in OCI dedicated region. Customers have decades of investments they've already made in their own private data centers or private clouds. The goal is to simply make sure we bring OCI's full public cloud capabilities to these locations. Customers get the full complement of OCI's public cloud region, but within the confines of their own space and facility. The dedicated region is a fully managed and operated Oracle region, just like it is for our public cloud. Whether you want to run enterprise-grade workloads like RAC or Exadata, or you want to build new cloud-native applications with Kubernetes or GPUs, the dedicated region comes with the same level of performance and SLAs and guarantees, but with the advantage of being right next to your data or behind your security boundary. Now, since dedicated region is no different to us like a public cloud region, we started with a very large footprint. In 2021, we launched this offering with a requirement of about 50 racks and half a megawatt. Now, this was the initial investment a customer needed to make to get access to dedicated region. Over the course of several years, we've now made improvements to that by reducing the size and the investment that a customer needs to make it much more modular over time. Now, I would encourage you, again, to go to Clay's keynote tomorrow to see where this is headed. And there's only so many places it can go after 12, to look at what the modular investment's going to be like. We're super excited that this is going to be publicly available for customers later this year as well. Apart from simply in a customer's data center, there's also restrictions that customers need to worry about, like such as regulatory requirements, compliance needs, and security needs. We, of course, have our government regions, our sovereign region investments in Europe, but we also announced Alloy a couple of years ago that allows customers and partners to take our cloud and become an infrastructure provider. An Alloy partner can own the entire end-to-end experience for their customers with the entire suite of OCI services at their disposal, along with the ability to build value-added services on top using the same tools and services we use to build OCI services. As an Alloy partner, we give you everything you need to become an infrastructure provider successfully. Again, you get everything a normal OCI public region would get, such as OCI's hardware, cloud services, and the ability to make it your own cloud. So for example, defining your own portal experience, billing mechanisms, access to our internal tools, so you could build your own services, all while getting support from Oracle, whether it's to run and operate the region, but also to partner with Oracle to help drive go-to-market activities, adoptions, et cetera. Now, this is also very important because as more and more countries start to define cloud services as critical infrastructure, it becomes even more important to make sure that the regulatory changes allow for Alloy as a really critical piece of cloud moving forward in sovereign markets. Now, customers like Vodafone and TMIM are great examples of dedicated region customer and also an Alloy partner. Vodafone has been a long-time Oracle customer and partner. In 2022, we partnered with Vodafone to deploy dedicated regions all across Europe, with the goal to modernize their entire application and workload estate and move it to 6 dedicated regions across Europe. While we partnered with TMIM to build New Zealand's first locally owned and operated hyperscale cloud called TeamCloud. Alongside cloud capabilities, TeamCloud would offer New Zealand customers with data residency and sovereignty benefits. Team IAM will run local Alloy regions across New Zealand with added certifications for these workloads. And we're super excited to announce that they're live with Alloy region. As a New Zealand native myself, I'm incredibly excited about what Team IAM is able to achieve in my hometown. Alloy is the future of how customers, governments, enterprises will deploy public cloud. I'd love to invite Christian Lineker to the stage to show you what that experience could look like for an Alloy partner. Christian?
Thank you, Karan. Afternoon, everyone. So, Oracle Alloy is an entire cloud platform that allows partners to become cloud providers. That effectively, I didn't get a clicker. Can you click on the slide? Okay. And effectively, let's take a look at what it is. So this is the operator console, which is the center point of what our Alloy partner will use. You can see basically everything that you need to know to operate the region directly in here. This is in a live development region that we have. You can see effectively all the tools that you need for operations, support, branding, etc. Now, the entry point of owning the experience, of course, is owning how the console looks like. So let's take a look at how that is actually done. So you can customize your branding. You may recognize the Oracle OCI console on the right on green colors, but you can change the logos, you can change the colors to align to your, effectively, your branding, which is what Team Cloud is doing, for instance, in New Zealand. Of course, we can modify basically the color palette that allows to your guidelines. You probably have better developers and designers than I am with the right colors, but you can effectively modify not only the palette, but also the footers, the notifications, the communications that go from you to your end customers, okay? You can say, hey, welcome to CloudWorld, or Cloud, you're powered by Oracle. And the whole point of this experience is to control what your customers are going to be seeing. We continue to actually enable those partners to modify the experience to meet their needs in those sovereign realms. Effectively, that identity and security boundary they own is controlled by them, and that allows them to create these type of experiences, which is not connected to our commercial regions, which gives them that isolation that many of these countries, governments, industries require. And you can see the console with your own branding. Now, key part of managing a commercial relationship with your customers is actually owning the subscriptions. And how do you manage those? What is the pricing, the orders that you have? And you can see everything at glance in the platform. This is powered by Fusion apps, so it's the same technology that we use that's embedded in Oracle Alloy. And you can see all your orders, everything that your customers are asking from you. Your sales team can do that. Your finance teams can actually get reports, and you control all of that. Now, you can see that individual level of each order and subscription that you have created that creates a separate tenancy for that particular customer. You can see effectively all the details, what is the pricing that you apply to the customer in case you have done some promotions or not. You control that as an Alloy partner. And you can see effectively what you have been doing. In this case, we can see at what stage the customer is, what they're doing, etc. Now, one of the key pieces of defining that experience is setting pricing, for instance. So let's take a look at compute pricing. Most common use service, I was running a promo as a partner, and it was for X many months, I ran it as basically cheaper. So I can change the price and apply that price to that particular price list, and change the price as my business rules define them. You control that as an Alloy partner. Oracle has basically no interaction there. We have nothing to do. That's controlled by that partner in particular in that region. We work together with them to ensure that they have basically the same innovation that we offer in OCI commercial on those Alloy regions. So the same PaaS capabilities, same databases, everything is there, including AI. Now, one of the things that partners keep telling us they have to invest on it is onboarding of their teams. So in each of these sovereign realms, you can have the full integrated onboarding experience for different roles, like administrators, sales, marketing. Let's take a look at an administrator, for instance. And you can see a full path of that training for that person that you want to have. Now, you don't have to take care of all the operations on the back end, the difficult parts. We back end those partners. And the relationship we have with the Alloy partners is not about just a reseller. It's effectively we're backing them up to be a hyperscale provider where they can integrate the solutions into the platform, and we are the only ones offering that today. So looking forward to see what else they can do Back to you, Karan. Thank you all.
Thanks, Christian. Now, there are workloads that perhaps don't require a full region or perhaps are too remote to justify a DRCC or an Alloy. For that, we have our edge capabilities that work seamlessly with OCI. That includes our premier database offering in Exadata Cloud Customer that brings you the same performance, automation, and economics of OCI's Exadatabase service, and Autonomous Database service, but in your location, in your own data center. The offering is still owned, operated by Oracle to help customers get that cloud capability in the location of your choice. We also have Compute Cloud Customer that allows customers a smaller subset of OCI services, such as compute, storage, and network, to be deployed in a far edge location. All you need is a capability to run certain workloads. Now, just like Exadata Cloud Customer, Compute Cloud Customer is also fully managed and operated by Oracle in a facility of your choice. Even better is the fact the way you use these two offerings is based on your consumption model, which is how you would consume OCI's public region. And then finally, for locations that require much more of a ruggedized device to run and process data, we have Roving Edge in different configurations, such as 2U servers all the way to full stations with multiple racks of servers to fit any scenario. Again, same purchasing and consumption model similar to an OCI public cloud. We're also excited to announce new device configurations for Compute Cloud Customer with NVIDIA's L40 GPUs, and then also Roving Edge with NVIDIA's low-powered L4 GPUs. These allow for hardware acceleration and machine learning and AI use cases at the edge, such as inferencing. Now, all these offerings, you manage and operate these capabilities through our currently unified OCI portal, which allows you to manage your public cloud deployments, your DRCC deployments, your Alloy deployments, and even edge deployments for all these appliances. If we look back at the entire portfolio, you can see, depending on your needs, you can get access to full complement of OCI services in a wide range of deployment options while getting the same SLAs, performance characteristics, compliance and regulatory checks, and parity of features and operational discipline, whether it's an OCI, another cloud provider, your data center, far edge location, or even a regulated market. We started this conversation today with our public cloud, where we have 41 regions and 8 on their way. We also offer our government, public sector, and regulated market regions, which adds to our tally. Our multi-cloud partnerships will allow customers to access Oracle database services from anywhere, and we're on track to delivering 49 total regions across our multi-cloud partners. That doesn't even include AWS yet. Dedicated regions and Alloy regions are the future of how customers will use public cloud capabilities in a location of their choice. In less than a handful of years, we're on track to adding 49 additional regions to this list. All in all, you can get access to Oracle technology in 162 regions, and we're just getting started. This is OCI's distributed cloud. Thank you for your time, and enjoy the rest of the conference.